Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Reigning Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, for it helps. It truly does help the channel grow. For those returning, thank you for all your support. I truly do appreciate it. And so, this is what we're going to do. I pre-shuffled cards and bless the cards. So we'll just do a quick prayer and then we'll get right into your reading there, Sagittarius. God, goddesses, universe, help me to be of service to Sagittarius. Help me share with them thoughts and ideas that will make them happy, healed, and the best version of themselves. Okay, so I drew one from Energy Oracle, Divine Messages, Goddess of Love, and your Archangel, Guardian Angel cards. As well, if you have a question that you need answered, think about it, and I will answer that at the end of the reading with the angel answers. For the tarot, we're using Angel Wisdom Tarot, and for clarifiers, the Animal Spirit Guides. So for an overall energy there, Sagittarius, you received the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. Hopefully you can see that over right there. Okay. So this is about clarity of thought, personal vision. Very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra, or the third eye, which is the center devoted to inciting and clearing thoughts there, Sagittarius. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective towards broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold, Sag, and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning. You're on a way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why, Sagittarius. So now's the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? So create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create, uh, the insight you need to create a vibrant life is available for you right now, there, Sagittarius. So for an affirmation, my sixth chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. My personal vision guides um, my personal vision guides me, and my thoughts are peaceful and clear, and so it is. Okay, so I'll move that over here. So, like I said, I also drew a card from Divine Messages, okay, and you received the number 30. Okay, and this card's all about expansion there, Sag. Okay, so the expansion card is about your connection to large groups of people, whether it's is to offer yourself in service through community events, volunteer work, workshops, or healing groups, speaking or publishing your writing. It's about sharing your gifts and talents in a way that serves many on a more public scale. So in doing so, the energy reaches far and wide, having meaningful and powerful effect on all those whose lives you touch there, Sag. Now is the time to really put yourself out there. So take a deep breath and trust the process and open wide there, Sagittarius. Okay, I'm going to pull these over here. Okay, so for the goddess of love, you receive generosity. Be the divine flow of goddess nature. Okay, and we'll put that right there. Hope you can see that all right. So, Sag, goddess asks of you what you have to give. She comes with her gift of abundance. She asks you to let go of your feelings of lack and your worries of scarcity. She says, I'm everything. Align yourself with my flow, and you will have all that you need there, Sag. She asks you not to hoard, hold on, or block the flow, for generosity is love, and by giving, you are opening yourself to the divine flow of goddess nature. She shows you what is truly what it is to truly give when she sees those who feel unseen, and hears those who feel unheard. When she heals those who are sick, and when she gives her love to those who have forgotten how to give it to themselves. So follow her guiding light and be generous with your time there, Sag, your kindness and your material things, but most of all your love. She will reward you with so much more. So give the joy of a child feeding the ducks. Give the abundance of the waves spilling into the rock pools. Give with the spirit of the air rushing into your lungs. Give the energy, and you will find you are always full and never empty. Trust in the generosity of the goddess of love there. Um, Sag. Okay, so I'll throw this over here, and that was the number 12 card as well. And like I said, one from your divine archangel, your guardian angels, and that was the angel of night sky. Okay, these cards are pretty cool. I like them. Okay, so what this card is basically saying is, you received this card because your angel of the night sky wants you to know that there's a big wide world out there waiting for you to explore. Sagittarius. At times, you become stuck and caught up with everyday pressures of the world, right? Um, this card is a timely reminder for you to take time out of your busy schedule and reconnect with the universe in which you live. Go outside during the evening and make some time for stargazing there, Sag. The night sky is a living, breathing, moving, glistening creation of nature that will never cease to amaze you. You'll be surprised at by how peaceful and groomed you will feel once you reconnect. So many of us forget to look up and acknowledge what a beautiful sky exists above us. Look at the stars that are twinkling in the sky above you. What are what as Watch as you see shooting stars putting on a display, especially for you there, Sagittarius. So the angel in the night sky wants you to notice the phases of the moon and the movement of the planets and the stars. Look at constellations and the Milky Way and focus on a star. Make this star your very own special star of guidance and release. As you do this, Sag, uh, your angel, the night sky, wants you to surrender and release any stress, worries, fears, frustrations, or anger you may have within you at the present time. Once you let go of the negative energy within you, take the time to feel how light and uplifted you have become. Ask your angel to help you visualize and focus on bringing in positive energy back to your life and acknowledge the connection you have with those sparkling and twinky celestial bodies above you. So, Sag, feel safe in the knowledge that whenever you need to reconnect the energy from above you, simply need to go outside and look up, and your angel of the night sky will take care of the rest. So, for an affirmation, I have a guided and enlightened by I am guided and enlightened by my angel of the night sky. I have a clarity and I have wisdom. I know I am never alone. And so it is. Okay, there's Sag. And we'll get in right into your tarot. Like I said, I'm using the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards, and for clarifiers, I'm using the Animal Spirit Guides. With a 5 card spread, and in your first position is your current situation. You got the Page of Water, sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. Okay. So, given that the page tends to be the first to get a glimpse of something's coming, and the suit of water is about emotion and intuition, you can probably take a wild guess at what's on its way. That's right, a new emotional experience there, Sagittarius. Most often, this art card indicates a new romantic relationship, but it can also just as easily be an unusually close friendship or some other deep emotional experience that conjures feelings of affection. If you're already in a relationship, watch for it to experience a resurgence of or a move for to the next level. As the page of water, you embody everything you might remember about new love. You're excited but shy, innocent but optimistic, open-hearted but also afraid. So, frankly, you're hopeless romantic and you know it. As the page of water, Sagittarius, you communicate the only way you know how, from the heart. If someone tries to talk to you from the intellect, you'll just look at them as though they're speaking in a foreign tongue because to you they are. So if you give someone a hug, it will be so heartfelt that they'll almost feel overwhelmed. This card also indicates the beginning or an expansion of intuitive gifts and psychic experiences. So pay attention to the messages you are receiving there, Sag, okay? So, words of awareness, be a little bit cautious with your heart, lest you get hurt unnecessarily. Don't take everything personally, and don't always wait for someone to reach out to you first there, Sag. Take an emotional risk and you might learn something, okay? So, uh, additional meanings can also mean showing your feelings, confidential information, interpreting your dreams, um, you know, and yeah. So then we'll get a clarifier there on that page of water there. And like I said, we're going to use the animal spirit guides. Okay. And you received for the page of water the cat. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. Okay. So it's time to strike out on your own, Sagittarius, and relinquish your overdependency on others. It's easy to slip into a comfortable dependency with anything or anyone, from simple dependencies that can be healthy and restorative, such as daily exercise, to destructive and hardcore dependencies, such as addiction. You may find yourself so totally hooked on another person that you lose yourself, always turning to that individual to either make decisions for you or to validate your own. This can apply to organizations and institutions as well, there, Sag. Those dependencies that you're most familiar with are most likely born out of habit rather than conscious choice. Try to make truly autonomous decisions and don't get caught up in the polarities of being dependent or independent. Instead, Sag, make those choices from a place where you maintain your own authority and power and accept 100% responsibility for those choices and their consequences. So now is the time to review the people and the things upon which you excessively and habitually depend on. Step back from them, identify the areas where you need to make some adjustments, and act accordingly. Practice setting boundaries, asking what you want, and making decisions based on your own eternal authority and anatomy there, the Sagittarius. Okay. So for your second position there, Sag, is your desires. And over here for now. Okay, so for your desires, you receive the Knight of Water. Romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situation, or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. Okay, so Sag, the Knight of Water is this is what most people yearn for in romance. It's that feeling of being over the top, romantically, passionately, dreamily, head over heels in love. Your eyelids flutter and your heart is completely twitter padded. The source of your affection is perfection personified, or so you think. There's poetry, roses, chocolates, candlelights, and love affairs, while texts and emails, anyways. You can't get anything else done because all your thoughts are stuck on the knight in shining armor. An emotional intervention is probably underway. The question is, are you the one being healed or doing the healing? This knight is romantic, idealistic, and about love, dramatic, poetic, and utterly enchanting. Sounds amazing, right? Well, hold on there, Sag, okay? Just a minute. The kind of emotional experience knocks you off balance. Whether really is a romance or just something else in your life that has your heart all in a flutter, you need to plant your feet on the ground and anchor your emotions, get some balance. If this night represents someone else in your life, then you need to understand that there's a chance that all of this has staying power, maybe. However, there's a greater chance that it doesn't. Night of Water tends to be in love with love. The moment the relationship starts to feel mundane, they are on to the next conquest because their whole life is wrapped up in keeping the power of feeling alive. So remember, the night might be you. Make an honest assessment of yourself. If you're repeating this type of pattern in your romantic life, it's time to snap out of it. Okay. So, just some words of awareness. There's more to life than romance. Your brain isn't always the enemy. Isn't your enemy. So you think about what's going on here. Okay. It feels like things are moving way too fast, and they probably are. And it's okay to enjoy the experiences, but don't lose yourself in it. Okay. Additional meanings could be a, a trusted keeper of secrets, a love of art and beauty, um, vivid impact, nocturnal dreams. Okay. So for a clarifier, for your desires there, Sagittarius, okay, you receive for the Knight of Water, Platypus. Stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Okay, so complaining about this or that is a way to blow off steam, which can be healthy to a degree, but ultimately it's very helpful for you or anyone around you. Okay? Lift yourself up no matter what your present life circumstances are, Sag, and face the day head on and notice which thoughts tend to put most of your attention on. Whether the nature of those thoughts, consequences manifest not only in your feelings, but eventually in the world around you, Sag. So, power flows whenever your attention goes. Power is the life force of spirit. When your attention is focused on negative thoughts, negative experiences result. So whether you notice yourself repeatedly attending to negative thoughts, practice shifting your attention to thoughts of gratitude. Consider the blessings in your life. What are the things that make you happy? May you find a discrepancy between what makes you happy and what you're doing in your life right now. In that case, choose to alter one or the other. Either change your life and start doing what makes you happy, or change your thinking to enjoy whatever is happening in that moment. It's up to you, Sag, okay? So, for your third position is your helpful messages there, Sag, okay? So we'll throw these over here. And you received the Eight of Air. The illusion of entrapment, a lack of self confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility for your life now. Okay? Okay, so there's no reason for you to remain in a situation that is making you unhappy, Sad. Your belief that you are trapped in it is an illusion. If you let go of your insecurities and your absolute focus on the challenges you face, opportunity for freedom will reveal themselves. Since the ego incessant message that you are unable to affect change in your life, this is untrue. With determination and confidence, you can change your circumstances if you only believe in yourself. So take responsibility of your own life right now, Sag. For a wisdom, your ability to see things clearly is based upon your willingness to take change in your life. So allow Archangel Samuel to help you to experience an awakening at this moment. All you need to do is ask for some help and some guidance, and have a little bit of humility, and be grateful for that. And if you don't ask, you can't receive. Their side, right? So it's always good to get down on your knees and give a little bit of thanks and be a little bit humble, right? Okay, so for a clarifier for um, the eight of air is you got the mouse card. You're overlooking something important, some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. So pay closer attention to other people's body language and how they move, their gestures, facial expressions, their general posture, their such. When you focus not only on what individuals are saying, but also on their body language, you'll find that you have considerably more information that you can use to understand what they're really communicating to you. Okay. Um, for body language typically reveals far more about people than what they're verbally expressing. So sit back when there are people around you and simply observe for a while. Like you're at a poker game. Look to see if what others say incongruent with their body language and what for any discrepancies. In other words, don't always take people at their word. They're such. Also, pay closer attention to agreements and contracts right now. Take your time to completely understand any agreement, finding out as much as you can by asking questions and consulting friends and experts to get their advice. Be careful, however, not to get bogged down into so much detail. Walk the fine line between scrutinizing and contract, verbal ones included, for an inordinate amount of time, thus remaining stuck in indecisiveness due to your need to be 100% certain that you've covered everything there, Sagittarius. So rushing into something impulsively and reflexively is only based on emotional appeal, right? Okay, so for clarify, no, that wasn't clarifier. For your fourth position is your challenges there, Sagittarius, and you receive the five of water. Focus on focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, focusing forgiveness of self or others, everything happens for a reason and look for the hidden blessings. Okay? So things don't always turn out the way we hope they will, Sag, whether that is bad or even perhaps good, depends on how you perceive a situation. So often the universe has a better option for you that you either hadn't considered before or aren't yet able to see as a positive at this time. Sag, if you trust that the universe loves you and that there's a reason for all that happens, then you can position yourself to accept that hidden blessing on a challenge. However, then if you may miss the silver lining of your circumstances. So this card is very much attached to the law of attraction. So focusing on the negative and that's pretty much what you'll experience. Believe in love of the universe and you'll be surprised by the good that comes from the situation. Start card also indicates the need to remove negative and overly dramatic people from your life. So for a little bit of wisdom there, whether the unexpected events are big or small, Archangel Shamuel can help you see the good in them. So transformation often brings changes that benefit your life in unforeseen ways there, Sagittarius. Okay. So this can also mean, forgiving past mistakes, getting something positive out of a challenging situation, or wishing you can change the past, missing the possibilities, right? Okay. Old saying, don't cry over spilt milk, right? Okay, so for your clarifier for challenges, there's Sag, you got the camel. Okay, and it says trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Okay, so sometimes it feels like your journey across a vast life is a life desert that stretches beyond the horizon with no end in sight there, Sagittarius. Trapezing across a seemingly barren landscape before you, your thirst for comfort and solace during these times can mostly readily be satisfied by looking into your inner resources. All the experiences that you've had in your lifetime, the challenges have successfully faced, and the wealth of knowledge you've accumulated can be called on to only cope with any type of adversary that presents itself, but to help you move forward with courage and determination. So first identify where you want to go and then proceed slowly, steadily, and deliberately toward the objective. As you move along, cast away your fears and your doubts and your hesitations and whatever they arise, letting the four winds lift them up into the sun to be burned away. Ease your mind and heart and know that all is well and that you're protected at this time, Sag. Call upon those helping spirits who have assisted you up until this point in your journey, and you have what it takes, and you will get through this, Sagittarius, okay? So for our final position, we have your outcome there, Sag. Okay. And you received the Ace of Earth, and that is a windfall of abundance, wise counsel, good fortune, exciting career opportunity, a lucrative contract, significant purchases like a home or a vehicle. Okay. So look out there, Sag. It's raining pennies from the heavens. An unexpected windfall of abundance comes into your life at this time. It might be take time from. It may take form in as of a raise or a promotion or a new job, any types of resources like assistance from others or contracts for future wealth. You might meet someone who can introduce you to all the right people or to further your dreams. This is a good time to invest in your future to start a new business. Take care to use these resources wisely by making a detailed plan for the future. There's Sag. So, for a little bit of wisdom, Archangel Azrael is the magician, and he's here to remind you that you can accomplish anything so long as you put your positive thoughts and energy behind it. Embrace his assistance to help you soar to new heights there, Sagittarius, and so it is. Okay, so for a clarifier, Sag, you got the dog card, and it's your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many others. Okay, so Sag, this card is basically saying, whom do you serve? Is the question at hand here. When you compromise your personal integrity through misguided attempts to placate others out of fear or of their disapproval or to avoid upsetting them, you deny your own inner authority and give away your power there, Sag. you become their servant and they your masters, okay? So you allow this by assuming that another person or organization has a greater knowledge, power, or spiritual wisdom than you do, and you put yourself in a less than position. While others may possess some of these attributes to a greater degree than you do, you can honor them as teachers, not masters or Sag, okay? Children might readily look to their parents for this sort of guidance. However, as they mature, it's appropriate that the leash to their parents' authority stretches and it's even eventually severed there, Sag. So the human error is to continue to project this paternal authority onto other people and institutions, and then either subjugate their will or act in an opposition to that perceived authority. Over a number of years, you may find yourself attached to the leashes of many masters, leading you to feel fragmented and, to some degree, powerless. So instead, take off all those collars and let the spirit by your once true master. Um, then you'll be experiencing true freedom. Okay, so it's about forgiveness, instincts, uh, spiritual guidance. Okay, Zach. So that's it for your tarot reading. And like I said in the beginning, if you had any questions that you needed answering, just ask it, and I would ask it at the end of the reading. So the card I drew for your answer is opportunity. Okay, and it is basically saying positive growth and expansion is on the horizon for you there, Sagittarius. This opportunity may bring in inspiration and insight, or it could it could be by chance you've been waiting for to take action or on ideas that are already have. Okay, you may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, um, to buy or sell a home, or bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you. So step right through it. Okay. So just about positive thinking and, asking for help and getting those messages out there. And what you put out there is what you get back, right? Just be careful of the words you do speak there, Sagittarius. Okay, so that is it for this reading. I truly hope that you liked the reading, and if something didn't resonate with you, it wasn't meant for you at that moment, and please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you again soon. Namaste.